Hello, and welcome back to Financial Flourish, where we are on the journey to financial freedom. We have been looking at what it takes to be financially free, and last week we looked at the importance of a budget and how to create one. As a reminder, a budget is a tool to make you aware of your finances, what income is coming in, and what expenses are going out, and how it compares to what you had planned. The budget gives you control over your money as it dictates where your money goes. It helps to keep you on track even when there are unexpected events. A budget reflects what your financial goals are. If your goal is to pay down debt, it should be reflected in your budget. If your goal is to save for retirement, it should also be evident in your budget. Be reminded that your budget is only as useful as you make it. If all of your financial information is included and you choose to follow it, then it becomes an effective tool on your financial journey. As mentioned last week, we have a free budget template that you can use, and I've gotten some feedback from some of you who have actually downloaded the spreadsheet. I'll highlight one lady who reached out to me. She downloaded the template and has started using it. She finds it really helpful as her spouse passed away about a year ago and she's at a crossroad in her life. As she said, she had all the numbers in her head, but now that they're on paper, she has a clearer picture of her financial situation. As a reminder, please follow us on Spotify, look for Financial Flourish, and connect with us on Instagram at underscore financial flourish. You can also go to our website, www.absoluteaccountingcpa.com/financial flourish to get access to the self-check guide and the budget template. If you remember from our first episode, I told you that financial health was not just about the numbers, but about every aspect of your life. The lack of financial freedom can cause fear and anxiety. The fear of not having the funds if your car breaks down. The fear that one of your children becomes ill or you become ill and are not able to go to the emergency room because you do not have the copayment. The anxiety you experience when your child did not tell you until the day the field trip payment was due that you needed to pay for the trip. The fear of losing your job and not knowing how you will pay your bills this month. Or what about something more long lasting and important, like buying a plane ticket at a moment's notice because a relative has fallen ill or you need to attend a funeral? It's not a fun topic, but it is reality. Today, we're talking about the not so glamorous but powerful Princess Cushion, also known in other forums as the emergency fund. I came up with the name Princess Cushion because I'm a princess, my father is a king, and I need a soft place to land when life trips me up. And so we're going to be talking about a Princess Cushion. This can relieve some of your fear and your anxiety. You cannot feel financially secure if you keep falling off the bandwagon each time you have an unexpected need. You will get bruised and battered and can end up being so badly injured that you become handicapped. For example, let us suppose that you have no Princess Cushion account and you live on a tight budget. You have a $500 unexpected car repair that needs to get done so you can go to work and take your children wherever they need to go. You have no family or friends to go to because you have exhausted those sources. You then go to your credit card. However, at the end of the month, you are not able to pay the full balance, so you pay the minimum payment. Have you ever looked at your credit card statement and see how long it takes for you to pay off the balance if you pay the minimum payment only? Let's take a look at how long it would take you to pay $500 balance if you pay the minimum payment each month. You will start at $500. Your APR, your interest is 29.99%. In real life, that's 30%. And yes, I've seen that. and your monthly payment will be around $25. It averages 1 to 3% of the balance. That would take you 29 months, about 29 months, and that's 2 years and 5 months. And you would pay 40% more of the original balance. So you would end up paying more than $200 for that $500 payment. I've been there. No princess cushion and my credit card as my backup plan. But I also paid the price. I have probably paid more than 40% of the original amount that I charged to my credit card by not only paying the minimum payment, but also adding charges along the way. I understand that everyone is in a different place on her journey to financial freedom. So for some of you, you need a starter princess cushion that covers small expenses. For some persons, that can mean $250, and for others, $1,000. It all depends on the situation that you are in. In our car repair example, if you're driving a low end car, then $500 can probably fix your repairs, and depending on your history of emergencies, then that is probably all you need. However, as a woman who has a higher standard of living, $500 cannot even replace your vehicle tires, so you definitely will need a higher starter princess cushion. We look at the starter princess cushion as a padded bra for your bank account. It may not be flashy, but it holds things together when it counts. There's no magic number, but whatever the amount is, it can relieve your fears and anxiety. So, where should you keep your cushion? Your princess cushion should be easy to access, but not easy to touch. Say what? Yes, it should be easy for you to retrieve, but not so close that you can reach out and touch it. I know how some of you ladies are. If you can touch it easily, the cushion is gone. You should not have these funds in one of those apps like Cash App or Venmo, too close for comfort, and definitely do not have it under your mattress. Do not keep it in a certificate of deposit because this is definitely not accessible. Plus, you don't know how soon you're going to need it. Instead, look for a high yield savings account so you can access it easily when the need arises and at least you get some interest. It might be a good idea to have it in a different bank so it is not easy for you to transfer funds to your regular checking. We're moving all the temptations. Now, you have to make sure that you have defined what constitutes an emergency or an unexpected need. Going out to Sunday brunch or happy hour should not constitute an emergency. That's my opinion, but I defer to you. Each person needs to determine when that cushion needs to be used. When an unexpected expense does come, by all means, use your princess cushion. That's what it's for. And of course, you will need to replenish it as you go along. It might take you a while to have a consistent cushion because you might be one of those ladies who are prone to the unexpected. However, keep remaking that cushion so that it is large enough to support any trip up or fall you might have. Once you have your starter princess cushion, it will be necessary to expand it and make your life cushion, which most experts see as 6 to 12 months of your living expenses. This sounds like a lot, but as they say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Ladies, make one step at a time and celebrate each win along the way. Just a footnote, you need to have some cash on hand in your emergency kit for the unforeseen. For example, if there's a natural disaster, a hurricane, tornado, snowstorm, depending on where you live, there might be a power outage, and getting cash might not be an option. I know that we live in a digital world now, but it's also a good idea to have a stash because you might not be able to access any funds, and make sure this is not part of your princess cushion, but part of your emergency kit, which is something that we'll talk in another episode one day. I hear your groans and your whispers. Where am I supposed to get all this money from? Did you not hear that I'm broke? Yes, I heard. But when I thought of starting my business, I went to this seminar in the area. And one thing I remember the guy said, I can't even remember who this guy was, but he said, if you want something you've never had before, you must be prepared to do something you've never done before. That resonated with me. Think of what you want and what you might have to do to get it. So, to get more income, you need to do some things to make your cushion. This might include a garage sale, or more sophisticated nowadays, an online selling platform, if you please. Sell something in your closet. Yep, you have so much clothes there that still have the tags on. You know, those clothes that are too small, but you're holding onto it because you plan to lose weight? Don't worry, I have some of those. Or what about the shoes that are still in the boxes? There's no way you're going to wear them. I don't have any of those. Or the handbags, the jewelry, the gadgets. Don't get me started on the gadgets. So, guess what? You have things to sell. Or you can cut one of your subscription that you're not using. I did that about a year ago. We are saving money on our cable TV bill for since 2014. But I signed up for two streaming channels, and guess what? I don't even watch TV that much. I'm too busy. So I put one on suspension for 1 year. You can do that. And at the end of the year, I canceled it because I did not have the urge to watch that channel in 1 year. I know it's not just me. You guys should try for yourself. Hey, let's do this. Connect on Spotify, Financial Flourish, or on Instagram at underscore Financial Flourish, and give the audience some ideas on how they can earn some income to build their princess cushion. Would you do that? Listen, I've seen too many smart, powerful women get kicked off course by a $500 surprise. Not because they weren't capable, but because nobody told them to build the cushion first. So I'm telling you now, don't wait for the drama to start building your defenses. Start now. And your future will be clapping you in her heels. So for this week, we will be having another action step. Open a separate savings account. If you do not already have a Princess Cushion account, open a separate savings account, a high yield account. Save the maximum you can save this week. It might be as little as $10 or as much as $1,000. Pick your number and determine to save something every month. Share this episode with your bestie who still thinks vibes are a budget plan. Next week, we'll talk about your money mindset and your relationship with money. There's a lot to talk about here because we know women have so many complicated relationships. Bring your pen and a notebook and bring a tissue because we might have a tear or two as we examine our relationships. Until next time, keep making, keep blooming, and always keep your cushion thick. Ladies, take one small step towards your financial goal and don't forget to flourish.